Okay, guys. Now we're just gonna go ahead and look at this problem right here. And we're gonna take a more analytic approach to solving this problem, all right? Different problems require different approaches, and this problem is going to take a more analytic approach because it's asking us for a meaning of a certain value in an equation, all right? You're gonna see a lot of these type of problems in the SAT, especially in the no calculator section. This problem right here is taken from the practice SAT number 1, question 4 of the no calculator section, okay? So let's just dive right into this. Kathy is a repair. By the way, when we're reading the question, we want to figure out things we want to cross out, okay? Things that don't matter. So Kathy is a repair technician for a phone company. That right there looks like it does not matter to us, so we're going to go ahead and cross that out. Each week she receives a batch of phones that needs repairs, okay? So we're going to cross this out as well. Doesn't really matter to us. The number of phones she has left to fix at the end of each day can be estimated with the equation P is equal to 108 minus 23D, where P is the number of phones left and D is the number of days she has worked that week. Alright, so a lot of important things in this sentence alone. Alright, so this right here looks like it's pretty important. It's an equation. Alright, P is the number of phones left. Alright, and that looks pretty important. And D is the number of days she has worked that week, alright? What is the meaning of the 108 in this equation, alright? And so let's kind of take a step back, okay? And let's figure out what 23D means, alright? So D, it tells us D is the number of days she has worked that week, okay? And so it tells us P is the number of phones left, okay? So it's telling us minus 23D, and D is the number of days she worked that week. Alright, just think about that for a second. If we really think about it, that means 23 must be the number of phones she fixed in D days, alright? So it makes sense for us to multiply D to 23 because we're fixing 23 phones per day, alright? And P is just the number of leftovers we have. And so given those two sort of constraints we have, 108 must be the number of phones she starts each week to fix, okay? And we sort of make that logical connection once we cross things out we don't know and underline things that are very important to us, okay? And let's look at these other answer choices right here. Kathy will complete the repairs within 108 days. Well, if Kathy were to complete the repairs in 108 days, we'd have to set P is equal to 0, 108 minus what is basically telling us 108 days, so 23, 108. And we know that this equation is not true, so we can go ahead and cross out 8. Let's look at C. Kathy repairs phones at a rate of 108 per hour. Well, per hour, where does per hour come from? We have days right here. We have leftover phones, right? Per hour is just something that is sort of irrelevant, all right? Kathy repairs phones at a rate of 108 per day. Well, if she was talking about 108 per day, then D would be attached to 108 rather than our 23, alright? And so we can solve the problem in two ways here, crossing out our answer choices, or which is, I'll talk about crossing out our answer choices in the next video, but we solve this problem through crossing out things we don't know and taking a more analytic approach by saying, hey, let's figure out what D means, let's figure out what P means, let's figure out what 23 means, and let's figure out what 108 means, alright? And so by figuring out what everything means, you can figure out what 108 means, alright? So I hope you guys found this video useful, and I'll see you guys in the next video.